All right, what up, everybody? Sorry, just getting some last second things here situated. Make sure we're level. Bada bing, bada boom. Zoom in a little there. Turn down there. All right. What up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Not Saturday, Sunday. Sorry, I was spending some time with the fam dam yesterday. And we didn't get home till late. And it was pretty crummy weather, too. So it would have probably been super loud. What up, George? What up, Nick? Hello, Greg. I know we had a Lene hanging out. We had Rufo. I saw Slim. I saw quite a few people hanging out waiting for me to start. I'm sorry, I know it was a little bit late. The boys were a little fussy tonight. But we are here. And we've got 14 geodes that we're going to be cracking tonight. We're getting dangerously low. Dangerously low on geodes. So that means I need to get my butt down and do some collecting in the next week or two. We got John hanging out, Jackie, Allison, Lene. Who else is hanging out? Slim, Greg. We got Travis, Spencer Pearson. How you doing tonight, Spencer? Rufo. Rufo probably fell asleep though. Chris, wake up! Wake up, wake up, wake up! Everyone is here. That's right. Hello, everybody. Oh, there he is. Yes, I will also be going live tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be, it's just going to be the wife and I. Or maybe not tomorrow. I gotta talk to her tonight yet and see what she wants to do. Either tomorrow or Tuesday we're going to be going live, and we're not going to be doing any rock content. I'm going to be opening up some packs of Pokemon cards while my lovely wife builds some Harry Potter Lego sets. Because that's her jam, and Pokemon is my jam, so we're just going to kind of hang out and have a hobby night, chill out with some folks. So, yeah, it's going to be cool. So, if you didn't know, I'm also a Pokemon nerd. So I'm going to talk about Pokemon for a couple minutes. But there's a particular set of Pokemon cards. It's not a very large set. It's only 50 cards. And there's a 25 card subset that takes up 50% of that set. So first 25 is like just the normal, and then that second 25 is like some reprints of some original cards. And there's a certain product they made that contained those packs. And the collector's tin, there was an error in the printing process, so there's no texture to the cards. And I've currently got 7 out of 25 that I have no texture. So I'm going to try and find the rest. But these are the first little batch of geodes we're going to be doing. We've got 4 little geodes that came from the geode mine, and then the rest are from Indiana. But yeah, so I bought a box, or a case, I should say, of those tins, and it comes with 9 of those tins, and each tin's got 8 packs inside. So we're going to have quite a few packs to open up, so it's going to be fun. I've done pack openings in the past. I enjoy them. Look at this funky guy. I kind of don't want to crack him. I'm going to let you guys decide. Well, look, we've got a regular crinoid over here, and then we've got a, Platycranites right there. Really funky guy. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we save that one and cut it, or should we try and crack it open? And these are the other 4. So, hopefully we have some good luck with these Indiana geodes. Like I said, the reserves are getting a little low. I'm still waiting on some Kentucky geodes. So once those come, we'll be back into the swing of things. Where did I put my, hold on. Let me just grab my drink really quick. Grab my light. Turn off this big blinding overhead light. But I've got the UV light all charged up, ready to go. I've actually got a bunch of garbage around. Had some people over, but I've got all the geodes from the last show, which if you missed those underneath the ultraviolet light, I will show you guys those again, because they were really pretty. Really surprising. Oh no, I spilled the Hercs. Anyways, on with the show. Crack it. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3. 3 for crack, 1 for cut. We'll let the boats go for a little bit. We're gonna do the first 4 are gonna be the little ones from Jacob's Geode Mine. Show you guys those one more time real quick. And unfortunately, there's a very real chance that these 4 right here may be the only really pretty ones that we crack into tonight. All right, let me zoom in a little bit over here. Oh, hold on, it's a live chat. Got another for crack. Yep, George had to be difficult. Someone's coming to steal my geodes. Betsy, protect me. Alright, Betsy, you better be nice to these little geodes this week, alright? The weather's nice. Alright, so there's no need to be doing what you did last time, alright? Last week was just uncalled for. Totally and completely uncalled for. We cracked nothing but geodes from the mine last week, and Betsy was not nice, if you remember that one. She was eating a lot of them, just crushing them. All right, here we go. Geode number 1. What does everybody think? Stud or dud? Cast your votes. Oh, Avery in the house. What's up, Avery? Oh! Oh! Sorry, I kicked it. All right, what was everybody's guess? Ooh, we got our first Pablo geode of the night. See that? That white powdery mineral that grows in there? I call these Pablo geodes. Oh, you're so encouraging to these little geodes. It's looking pixelated. Is anybody else having the same issues, or is it just slim? Mine's looking okay on my laptop. Picture is pretty bad. Shoot, what's going on with that? It fixed. YouTube was being weird today. How's that look? Yeah, I'm sorry. YouTube has not been very polite to us today. It took us like 15 minutes to get our podcast going earlier. All right, cool. I'm not sure if I did anything. It's just YouTube. Being polite. Thanks, YouTube. All right, yeah, there we go. Sweet. And in case you guys and gals missed the Lapidary Lounge, the podcast that Chris and I do, if you missed it earlier, we had a surprise guest of Jeremiah, aka Captain Cortez of Ragnar Rocks with Captain Cortez. Ragnar made an appearance in the beginning. Oh, that's all right, Jeff. Takes a while to get a hang of on finding which ones are which. Did that crack already? Oh, no way. It did. Hey. All right. Pablo's back tonight, huh? What's just going on? And we've got another Pablo geode, because look at that, just caked powder in there. Oh, and it's so difficult to try and get it out. See, look at that. Look at my fingers. Actually, I need to do... Oh. So come on. No, not me. Alright, hold on. Sorry. One quick second here. Forgot to do something a moment ago. Before I started. Got distracted. The boys were so dang fussy. What's going on? Yeah, clearly something went wrong. Why is my Wi-Fi so terrible today? Sorry, stand by. Let's get this to work. Come on. Any day now. I believe in you. There we go. Sorry. Oh, Johnny in the house as well. Chris has returned. I haven't tried with an air compressor. Oh goodness, George, there we go. Catch my laptop up here. There we go. All right. That reminds me, I need to go through and I need to update my Nightbot. I haven't gone into Nightbot in months. Got some more people rocking the Team Rocket. Alright, two more of the little ones from the Geode Mine to go. This one I think is going to be a nice one. Ooh, Cans of compressor, that's a good idea. Heather's actually got this little like electric, it's like an electric version of a can of compressed air with a little tiny straw. That's for like cleaning keyboards and stuff. Should grab that and try it out. All right, geode number 3. Oh my gosh. We get it. Another one. I'm a little disappointed with these ones from the geode mine. What is going on? These are supposed to be like the saving grace. And we're just getting nothing but Pablo geodes. What's up with that? I use some hand sanitizer. I hate getting that stuff all over my hands. Alright, one more of these little, sadly, not so great geodes from the mine. These are from like my first time there, so maybe that spot I was in just wasn't as good as I thought. A big old nub of clay on the side of it. All right, come on, give us a nice one. No mas Pablo geodes. All that clay that just peeled off of it. Can make a geode look very deceiving. You go to crack it and 3 layers peel off of it because they're just clay upon clay upon clay, and then you get a little itty bitty geode in the center. It happened to me before when I was cutting thunder eggs. You guys remember that? It was like a almost 4-inch round thunder egg, and the actual geode inside was maybe 1.5 inches wide. Or thunder egg, geode, whatever core you want to call it. Maybe that was a Troncus geode. All right. And survey says, oh, finally, this is what I wanted. Jeff, I'll chat with you about shorts. It can be a little confusing. I'm only seeing one message. I think there's probably more. So I'll check up on it. Give me just a second. But there we go. That's a nice one. That's what we were wanting. All right. Let me catch up on a couple comments here. Oh, liked and shared. Thank you, Jeff. John, I'm planning to do a couple of them this spring, but you and Avery are always welcome to meet up with me. You know that. I'm hoping to get out there in the next few weeks by the end of May. Definitely. I just have a couple things I want to do with the car first. My brakes are a little squeaky. I want to change my trans fluid and a couple things. There's a stupid dealership like specific cover they put on the dipstick for the trans fluid, and I can't get it off, and I don't want to break it, but it's a pain. But even then, I don't even know if I can take it to the dealership anymore because we're paid off on it, so I don't know how all that's gonna work. It's just a pain in the butt. All right, we got what, 4, 8, 9. We still got 10 geodes left. We got our first group of 5. We're gonna go with some of these smaller ones. Like I said, now we're getting into the ones that are from Indiana. Jeff, I'll chat with you. It'd probably be easier just to, honestly, like talk on the phone. We'll get on the phone one of the days these weeks when you aren't busy. And I'll kind of give you a quick rundown on some things if you'd like. Like Chris said, there's some apps out there that make it really easy on you. There's some apps that have got, more strengths for one thing and weaknesses in others. Like I've got some that I prefer for music choice and stuff, but you're doing shorts right now, so you can use the YouTube music library. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate it. All right. Here we go. Geode number 5. And in true Indiana fashion, it's solid. Little baby cavities in there. Like a toddler eating candy. It's an almost geode. Spent a little bit too much time in the oven. I must have planted that one too many seasons ago and not get back to it soon enough, since people think I plant the geodes in the creeks. Oh, that's funny. TikTok is a strange place. There's a lot of weird people over there. So that's where I encounter the most haters. The main one, the most memorable one, was actually named Hater, and he was being a hater. It was funny. Chris, you remember Hater, don't you? Maybe time to get a new chain soon. We've made it a few years with her, but it might be. Oh, okay. Might be time soon. So I had a feeling with this geode here, it had a really weird exterior, which to me reminds me of exposure to fire. And when we look inside, that is exactly the case. You see how cracked and brittle and fractured that quartz is up here. It won't take much to just grind it out of there. And then we've got really dark, almost amber looking colors to the quartz. This geode was either on the surface and exposed to extreme heat for a fair amount of time at one point, or it was used around a fire pit. There's a handful of different things that could have happened to it. It's kind of cool to think about, whether it was involved in long forgotten forest fire, or it was part of a fire ring that was used by natives. Who knows? But it has definitely seen some heat There are some collectors and well-known folks in the Indiana geode collecting community, and one of them did a couple tests, boiled them, baked them, put them in a fire, and each time it ended up with very, very similar results. It's actually something, an experiment I wouldn't mind trying to recreate and capture a video of. I kind of want to have a chat with him first and see if he'd be cool with that, because there's definitely not been anybody else, you know, doing that kind of test. But really, really cool. Interesting stuff. This one could be a good one. Might be able to get it around the edge. Greg, you still hanging out, buddy? You got a trip coming up soon, right? I think I could. I'm not 100% sure. I believe that's possible. Because I believe those are the two pieces that go in there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll try and switch it around. Oh, what up, Loki? My man. We are on what number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on Geode number 7. We're about halfway. We got 14 tonight. Hope you're doing well. Where are you heading on your trip? I'm sorry, I forget. Doing some camping and hounding, I thought I saw. Look at this little itty bitty cavity. It's so tiny. It looks like a little like upset screaming mouth. Ah! I'd be screaming too if I was a geode that spent hundreds of thousands of years forming to be cracked open and reveal this. Nice, nice. And then are you getting down to Billings too? Right? Is that what you said? You're going to be in Montana? Or Idaho. With some star garnets and do a bunch of stuff in Oregon. Heck yeah, dude. Have fun, man. That sounds like a blast. No rattle. It's a weird one. No, Montana. Okay, I think I mixed it up. You know what? I think maybe you were talking to Jeremiah and not Travis. Maybe that's what it was. All out of rocks? What do you mean you're all out of rocks? You need some good rains, are you saying? All right, number 8. Ooh, thunder. What in the world just happened? What the heck? That's a first. What in the world? So, we got 2 halves, but we also got a slab out of it too. I don't even fully understand how that happened. Like each half popped off, and then that little slice stayed in there in the middle. Man, if I could make slabs that way every time. Oh, now my brain's working. What if I... Anybody weld out there? Any welders out there? Okay. All right. Hear me out. A chain for Betsy, but you weld another chain right onto these, so they're all still nice loosey-goosey, and then that gives you 2 contact points. And then when you crack it, you're left with a slice in the middle. Would that work? I'm curious. Oh, you're good. Who we got? What up, Fern? You're a new face. We got Squirrel in the house. Gas and arc welding. Alright, who does it? It sounds like you're volunteering, Loki. Oh, is Voice in here too? Hello, Voice. I hope you're doing well as you can. It was great to see you pop in earlier for the podcast. I know you didn't get to stick around for all of it, but if you get a chance to rewatch it, Jeremiah actually joined us. He was a surprise guest this week. So it's pretty cool. A lot of fun. Really great to have him on. Next week, Chris has got someone in mind to join us. And then the following week, I've got somebody I've got to chat with, but he's a busy fella. So we gotta see if it'll all work out. Alright, we got a really funky one. I think this one was maybe a gastropod, or perhaps a horn coral. Very conical, is that the word? Conical shape to it. Very cone-like. And here we go. Okay. Oh, that's really interesting. So, it is solid, but look how clear that quartz looks. I wonder how much depth that would have if we were to polish it. Because that looks like it would have some depth to it. Am I right? Oh, well, I'm so glad to have you here. We'll be getting into more rock-hounded content extremely soon. Oh, that one's going to be really cool. Heck yeah. I kind of want my spray bottle out here. Alright, hold on. I need to open up the sun. Dip them in. Oh, hold on. Water bucket under the tap. Oh yeah. It's gonna have some flash. Looks like it's got a little bit of flash right there. It's just like 1 point. But that's gonna have some depth to it. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. I'm excited for that. I don't normally get excited for the solid geodes, I must say. All right, and we're down to the final 5. These ones are getting a little bit bigger, so we're gonna do 3 and then the last 2. So these are the next 3 we got. I'll show you guys these real quick, and then I'm going to check out comments, make sure I'm not missing anything or anybody. If you're watching and you haven't already, I'd appreciate if you throw a like up on the video. We've got 27 fabulous folks hanging out and 19 likes currently. Check this one out. I think this one was some sort of like ominoid. Can you guys kind of see that swirl going on there? So we have a little bit of a dimple right here, and then just kind of seems like there's a swirl, and there's almost like ridges too. There's a little bit too much uniformity there for me to think that that's just a random occurrence. There's not a whole lot of symmetry in geodes. So that's a funky one. It's pretty light. This one here is another really, really funky shape. This one may actually be one that snuck its way into the bin from Kentucky, because it's got a very interesting Kentucky-like rind to it. And then we've also got this one here, which I believe was a brachiopod. Oh, shine a flashlight into it. Oh, that's what you meant by shine a flashlight. Let's see, I'm hoping to get rock on this week, hitting some creeks up the coast. Nice, Loki. That sounds like fun, man. Yeah, they're hard to pick out the ones that are gonna be the good ones, unless it rattles. But yeah, like I said, Ice, I'm glad you can hang out and catch us live. And we're gonna be going and restocking on geodes real soon, because the bins are getting low. The kids want to come out and crack geodes too often, and I'm too much of a pushover. I can't tell them no. So we had a nice stockpile to last us till summer, but we worked through it pretty good. All right, sorry. Had to hydrate. We're gonna do this ammonite looking one first. Oh, snap. Okay. Ooh, it's got a very, very slight rattle, I think. But if you're not sure why I just kind of picked that geode up and I was shaking it, if you hear a rattle like I mentioned, that typically means that there's a space inside where a crystal or a mineral or something is knocked loose. And if you can hear that noise, then that pretty much confirms there's something loose in there, and there's a big enough space inside of there that when you shake it, that piece or whatever it is can move around and makes a noise. So it pretty much guarantees that you're going to have a hollow geode. So fingers crossed we don't get skunked and it's not like a little itty bitty pocket. Hopefully it's something really nice. Here we go. Geode number something. Number 10, I think. Yeah. Woohoo! All right. Now that is a nice geode. Got a little bit of iron staining in there, but it's not nasty iron staining. It's nice, like, peachy color, and that right there, my friends, is what we heard rattling around inside. Check that out. Beautiful red discoloration. I'm not going to do anything to that one. That is beautiful. I can almost guarantee if I were to check this one out with the microscope, with how red that is, it'd probably be borderline being able to call it hematite, because that's going to be a more of a crystalline iron presence opposed to just like rust. So if I can check that out under the microscope, and if I can see some little iron crystals there instead of just some rust, then that will be a hematite coating, which that doesn't happen too often. I've actually got one other pair of geodes with that really nice reddish peachish color up on my shelf. And actually, you know what? I think I only have one half of it left. I think I gave the other half to somebody else. But there's that one that I was able to look at with the microscope and see the micro crystalline iron. And that's hematite on there. That's real pretty. So yeah, he's got a couple little babies now. Ooh, it's toasty. I was cold in my house because I've got it set to like 67 degrees. So when it came out here, I had, you know, jeans and a sweater on. So now it's getting warm. All right. Let's see what we got here. Right, little family of geodes. Reminds you of red cap, right? And that the red caps are the hematite, right? If I'm not mistaken. That stuff's pretty. Ooh. Oh, heck yeah, baby. Ooh. We haven't cracked a botryoidal geode in forever. Oh my goodness. That is my absolute favorite mineral to find. It's a little dirty, but that's going to be a pretty baby blue once that's cleaned up. Yeah, Hoosier coming through. I was really worried about this tonight. I thought it was going to be a wash because these are like the bottom of the barrel geodes coming through. Really pretty. Yeah, you see that grayish blue on the surface in the cracks? That's what that should clean up and look like. Yup, Indiana loves me tonight. It's because it knows that I'm coming. Or it knows that I want geodes soon. And it was, honestly, if it was going to be a bust tonight, I was going to be like, you know what, maybe for my first trip, I'll just go into Illinois. But I don't know. Indiana's coming through tonight. Maybe I'll head back down and hit the creeks down there. All right, we got 3 left. 3 left tonight. This one might be the sneaky Kentucky geode. So I'm going to crack it this way, so in case we do wind up with some nice agate, we've got 2 halves that we'll be able to cut and work. I do have 1 whole Kentucky agate, but I don't think I'll ever cut it. Some folks are newer, so you guys may not have seen this geode I'm talking about before, but I'll show you guys in just a moment. It is the most anatomically correct geode I've ever encountered. I won't tell you what organ or body part it looks like, but it's nothing inappropriate, and you're going to be mind blown when you see it, and it's going to make you question reality. All right, let's see. Do we got some Kentucky goodness or do we got some Indiana solid quartz? Here we go. Whoa. Whoa. What do you guys think? And look at that. It's a solid Indiana quartz geode. Getting all excited for nothing. All right. But I call this is the heart of Kentucky. Look at it. There's even the valve that comes up over there. This one that comes down, the one that goes down there. I showed this to my wife who's a nurse, and it kind of freaked her out a little bit. But yeah, that is a Kentucky agate right there. And like I said, I don't think I'll ever cut it. It's too crazy. I don't know, there's this little spot right here that I consider grinding down to see what we got going on, but right, that's a heart right there. 100% a heart. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's a geodized heart. Not just any heart, it's a human heart. How crazy is that? I think this part here kind of looks like an octopus tentacle. Really, really cool. Can't wait to get down to Kentucky. I really want to get down there this year. The wife's talking about getting up to the UP as well. But I want to ask her and be like, all right, are we doing just one main camping trip where we do the whole family? Or are we planning more than one? If we're just going to do one, I want to go down south. I want to go back to the Nook. The Nook is the name of an Airbnb that we stayed in. It was like a little bungalow. And I found the absolute craziest Kentucky agate I have ever personally collected. Came from this location. And it was right on the campsite. It was right in the creek, and I didn't realize it for a couple years. So I've actually conveniently got a slice of this agate right over here. So let me show you guys that really quick. Look at this Kentucky agate. This came from that location. It is crazy, and there are dendrites inside of the bands of the agate. Really, really crazy. Really beautiful. All right, sorry. We'll get back to it. What do we got? 2 to go. We got this one here. And then this funky one here that's got two different species of crinoid fossils embedded in the rind. We've got a platycrinites, and that one is too basic and generic to fully be able to identify. Well, that one I can identify for sure. All right, I think I missed a comment over here. Okay. The rock hounder's heart. Right? Saw my camera video on that. Oh, polishing that one? Oh yeah, that one was a good one. Alright, so we're gonna do with the one with the crinoid bits left. Last. Sorry, not left. Last, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna do this one here first. Could be something good. Could also not be something good. Oh, that's funny. It is like a little teeny tiny geode that was it was inside the clay of that one Keokuk geode that I was smacking. Get a little rice burner go by. And that's like the crappiest Honda that you've ever seen. It's rusted as all can be. And the dude whips it around and drives it like it's like it's the coolest car in the world. And you know, it's not even like one of the nicer old Hondas that are a little more, you know, rare and stuff, so it's okay to let it just be a piece of junk. Oh man, it's so funny. Alright, here we go. One more after this one. Which one should I let down smash? What you talking about? Oh yeah, big old useless spoiler, chrome decals all over the place. Alright, here we go. Or not. This one's gonna be a butt because it's a weird shape. Pow! And pretty much solid. Couple little cavities here and there. Really interesting one right up here. So we noticed we had this kind of like weird cap to the geode. And there's a cavity right inside of that. So that's pretty nifty. Pretty neat. But yeah, overall, not quite what we're wanting. We got one more though. One more, then we get to bust off the ultraviolet light. I don't anticipate a crazy UV reveal with tonight's show. But like I said, I've got last week's still hanging out over there. So we'll be able to check those out. I think I'm going to try and crack this right between. Maybe I'll try and go around. I think I might be able to go around on this one. Alright. Please let it stay in there. Don't lose it. And let it be something wicked. No! That's not what I wanted to happen! It destroyed the face. How dare you? It didn't even crack. It just ripped that off and broke that one in half. How disappointing. I wish I had a sledgehammer. I would just put this on the ground and just smash it. I should have just left it alone. Now his face is gone. Wah, wah. Alright, let me turn off these big overhead lights. Let's check these bad boys out with the ultraviolet light. Man, what a bummer. All right. What was that? I think it said message held for review. All right, starting back there, we've got our botryoidal beauty. We got that pretty red geode. And then kind of nothing really exciting in the Indiana ones after that, unfortunately. We do have that one there that looks like it's going to be some really nice clear quartz, so I'm excited to polish that one up and see how deep inside we can see. That'd be pretty cool. Try not to affect any more of the shape of it, just kind of smooth that out and just have a window into the geode. Maybe there'd be some like secondaries or something. How cool would that be? Find some like floating goethite blades or something. This one was probably the nicest of the night. This one came from Jacob's Geode Mine. I collected that probably close to 3 years ago now. Really pretty stuff. The ones from the Geode Mine are going to be really reactive to the ultraviolet light. We have this one here, was also another nice one. Not too much of that kaolinite powder. Can be a pain in the butt. Still experimenting on how to remove it. And then we had this one here that kind of cracked in a really interesting way. All three of these pieces are the same geode, and we wound up with that slice of it stuck in the chain. The nose halves each flew in either directions. So really interesting. Really, really funky. But let's turn that light off. Set you down inside that geode there for a second. And let's see what we got with the ultraviolet. All right. So as we can see, ones that are extremely reactive are the ones from Jacob's Geode Mine. Awesome phosphorescence on those. See those ones there stick out like a sore thumb. And then we've got a couple back here from the Indiana group that are not too bad. There's a lot of calcite in the rinds of the Indiana geodes, so I typically have a little bit of banding going on. You don't see that banding with the naked eye, but when you bust out the UV light, you see a little bit of the banding in that calcite. It's pretty interesting. This one over here looks like we might have a little bit of, maybe a little bit of highlight. Let's see. No phosphorescence. But look at that. Look how interesting that is. Just 3 little dots of calcite in there. It's like a UFO. And that's about all for those. But like I said, you've got these ones here right next door. And these are from last week. And these are all from the Jacob's Geode Mine. And they are all pretty crazy. And this week I will be getting into my shop since my garden is officially done. And I got to redo my shelves because I really don't have a whole lot being displayed currently. I've kind of moved a lot of things for podcasts and videos and such. Like even my UV display doesn't have any of my UV rocks in it. They're all kind of packed away. So I'm going to do a video where I kind of take everything down, dust and clean real well, and then we're going to kind of set everything back up. Maybe I'll do a video, maybe I'll do a live stream. But Wiley Coyote's getting lonely. We need to get everything back in order. So that is pretty much going to do it for me. I'm going to set you back over here. Let me get some light on, actually. And then we're just going to wrap up. All right. There we go. If I can figure out how this works. All right. Hopefully I didn't scare you with the skull. Ooh! Oh, I got the front facing on, that's why. But that is going to wrap it up for episode 13 of the 3rd season of my Geode Cracking live here in my garage. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really appreciate everybody. I hope if you're able to get out and do some rock counting in the coming weeks, you're able to do so. I hope you have fantastic luck. And please, if you're in our Discord, feel free to share some photos, video clips, anything like that of what you go out and find. If you have any questions or concerns, anything you don't know what it is, our Discord, if Greg or anybody can hit that Discord link in the chat for me. There's a lot of very knowledgeable people there, so really, really awesome place to be. If you're not there already, go check it out. Other than that, like I said earlier, either tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm going to be going live with my beautiful, beautiful wife, and we're going to be opening up some Pokemon cards, and she's going to be working on some Harry Potter Legos. No rock content that day. We're just going to be hanging out and doing some of the things that we enjoy, some of our hobbies, so we want you guys to enjoy with that too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, either tomorrow, we'll see how my wife's feeling when she gets off of work, if she needs to get some more rest, but either way, I've got about 75 packs of cards that I'm going to be opening up, looking for some error cards, so that's going to be kind of fun. I'll explain all that tomorrow, and the wife's going to be working on some Harry Potter Lego sets, like I said, and it's going to be a lot of fun. If you're new here, and this is the first of my video that you're watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it this far, you are fantastic. Normally the new people don't make it all the way to the end. If you did, you're a real one, and I appreciate you. Consider subscribing, checking out some of my other content. I've got a lot of really educational stuff out there. I've got a lot of really funky stuff out there, really weird things. I've got ADHD, it kicks my butt, and I get some crazy ideas sometimes. So sometimes you guys get some weird videos, like when I gave my rocks acid. So if you haven't watched that one, check it out. It's cool, it's fun, you'll learn something. Until then, I'll see everybody else tomorrow or Tuesday, and then on Thursday, finally, you're gonna see me cracking some geodes outside with my awesome 3-year-old Dallin. Last week was taken up with building the garden, so this week coming up, we're going to be getting outside and getting those geodes cracked, because we're going to be doing some cracking of National Geographic crack your own geode kits. So if you haven't seen those before, and you haven't watched my previous video, be sure to check that out and tune in Thursday, 8:30 Central Standard Time, to watch me and my boy crack some geodes. He's 3 years old now. Be sure, if you haven't watched the other one, I did one where he was 2, and he went in the garage to pick some out. So it's a lot of fun. If you've got a little one at home, get yourself some geodes. Give them a hammer, put them in a rock, or put them in a sock. Put the rock in a sock and let them whack it. It's a lot of fun. They'll remember it forever. So, peace, everybody. You all are awesome people, and I'm rambling now. So.